Hello everyone, welcome to this month's Market Dynamic Update. I'm Ivy from the Marketing Analysis Department, and I'm delighted to present the latest insights on the PV and energy storage industries. We'll start with the PV sector, from the global situation move on to regional updates, and finally cover the energy storage sector with a specific focus on recent advancements. First, let's take a look at the global PV sector. In the first half of 2024, PV production expanded by 477 gigawatts, but all segments showed a significant year-on-year decline. The prices of the PV industry chain continued to hit bottom, leading to a collective financial losses for PV enterprises. This has caused a slowdown in production expansion and weakened corporate investment enthusiasm. According to incomplete statistics from Beijing, the scale of silicon material expansion in the first half of the year reached 202,000 tons, a decrease of 73% compared to the same period last year. The scale of silicon wafer expansion is 175 gigawatts, a year-on-year decrease of 62%. The expansion scale of cell production is 175.8 gigawatts, a year-on-year decrease of 71%. The scale of module expansion is 136.2 gigawatts, a year-on-year decrease of 72%. Notably, only 4 out of 31 module expansion projects have achieved an expansion scale of 10 gigawatts or more, with Yuhui New Energy leading at 20 gigawatts. According to a report released by Morgan Capital on July 15, a global solar energy companies raised $16.6 billion in financing in the first half of 2024, down 10% year-on-year. Despite the boost from the IRA, the high global interest rates and slow progress in grid investments have dampened investment enthusiasm. Notably, the top 4 major VC projects in the first half of the year were all from downstream development companies and power trading companies in the United States, indicating a preference for power purchase agreements and project development. Now, let's move on to regional updates within Europe. In France, the collective self-use PV project is rapidly developing. According to data from French power distribution company EDIS, as of June 30, 2024, there were a total of 454 collective self-use activities in France, achieving a doubling growth compared to the same period last year. France has updated its regulations on collective projects, simplifying the administrative process for collective self-use PV projects below 1 megawatts. This is expected to drive rapid development in the sector. In the Flanders region of Belgium, solar deployment is expected to slow down in 2024 due to subsidy expiration. According to Flemish Energy and Climate Agency, the region installed 230 megawatts of new solar capacity between January and May of this year. In 2023, a total of 1,147 megawatts was installed, marking a record. The drop in 2024 is attributed to the expiration of an investment subsidy and reduced VAT on buildings younger than 10 years. Okay, after updates in Europe, let's move on to the situation in the United States. Okay, after updates in Europe, let's move on to the situation in the United States. Mecklenburg started module production in Arizona. Swiss-owned solar manufacturer Mecklenburg has begun production at its HJT module assembly plant in Goodyear, Arizona. The plant will have an annual nameplate capacity of 2 gigawatts once fully operational. Mecklenburg has signed a local order with an annual demand of 600 megawatts, and the total demand for this order is 1.75 gigawatts. The company also secured a 3-year supply agreement with a major U.S. energy company starting in January 2026. Contingent on the financing of the solar cell plant in Colorado Springs. Now, let's turn our attention to updates on other regions. India displayed rapid growth with over 10 gigawatts of solar capacity added in the fourth quarter of 2024. The country still has 143 gigawatts of large-scale solar projects in its pipeline, with another 93 gigawatts tendered and pending auction. However, India faces potential bottlenecks due to a shortage of power transformers. The lead time for pursuer 2022 kilowatt transformers has increased significantly due to global supply chain issues, copper volatility, and raw material shortage. Wood Mackenzie reported that lead times for transformers has increased globally, and transformer prices has risen by 60 to 80% on average since January 2020. They estimate that 25% of global renewable projects may be at the risk of delay due to transformer shortage. Finally, I would like to share several latest news in energy storage sector. Australian transmission system operator Transgrid has released its project access draft report (PADR), indicating that until 2030, 4.8 gigawatts of grid-forming battery energy storage system base will be necessary to stabilize the grid in New South Wales as more renewable energy generation is deployed. The PADR assessed for 4 different portfolio options, blending non-network and network system strength solutions. In December 2022, the Australian Renewable Energy Agency announced support for 2 gigawatts, 4.2 gigawatt hours of grid-forming base capacity. Samsung SDI is set to supply energy storage solution batteries worth $724 million to Next Aero Energy, the largest electric utility in the United States. This deal involves supplying batteries with a total capacity of 6.3 gigawatt hours, equivalent to 11.5% of North America's total energy storage solution capacity of 55 gigawatt hours last year. The Samsung battery box maximizes battery capacity and significantly improves fire prevention and heat management. That's all for today's market dynamic update. Thank you for listening and watching. I'm Ivy, and we'll see you next time.